Science degrees in early childhood education and organizational management and leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Roy Peck Field in Riverton. Travis Gupton with you as we are just about ready to get started in game number 2 of the final home games for the Riverton Raiders this season, as the Raiders will take on the Green River Knights one more time here at home. And the final score from the last game, 21-6, as the Raiders jumped all over the Knights in the 4 innings of play that we played. Actually, 5, it was 4.5.
We have Taryn Debley.
Taryn Debley being announced.
Taking the bases. And behind home plate will be Frisco Saunders.
And Frisco Saunders will be behind the plate in game number 2. The home plate and field umpires. And again, if you are just joining us, again, Riverton Raiders defeated the Knights in game number 1 by a final of 21-6. And if you were expecting a football score, neither were we. These two teams are very much on paper alike, and you can see this team grow, are the Raiders, throughout this season. So they are in prime contention here as we enter into the district play, and this is their final home game. They will be in Green River on Saturday, and we are just about ready to get started here as Hunter Houck, I believe that is, on the mound, if I remember the number right. Houck will stand in, and he will be the one to start this thing off, and it will be Molina who will hit number 1 for Green River. As Hell's Bells rings, no pun intended, throughout the PA system. And we should be good to go here. And Molina will stand in, and we are off and running. First pitch is going to be high for Houck, ball 1. Wind is still blowing pretty consistently now from right to left field. That ball is going to be on the outside corner, 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, no one out. That is inside. 2-1. Houck working with a really good rhythm. That's going to be swung on and hit right up the gap. And that is going to be a single for Molina.
Next up from Green River, number 18, Paoli.
And so Paoli will stand in now with a runner on first. No one out here. Hauk will set, kick, and fire. That's high, ball one. Let's see what happens here. Hauk, pitching-wise, depends on which Hunter Hauk you get. Sometimes he's on point, sometimes he's not. Let's see what happens. Swung on. Fly ball, left field is caught by the left fielder, and it's going to be one out. Left fielder fell, and he did catch it as he was going down. Nicely done by the left fielder for the Raiders. And so with one out, runner is at second, and it will bring up Peterson. Pitch on the way is inside for ball one. One ball, no strikes, one out. That is the biggest water bottle I've ever seen in my life. One ball, one strike.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
But that tastes better.
One ball, one strike, one out. Runner on second. Peterson at the plate. Hauk will stand off the rubber and will now stand right back up and set. He will look around at second, kick and fire. That's going to be a strike, 1-2. And again, Hauk is just depending on who you get from day in and day out. Sometimes he is on point, and then there have been games that I've called where he has just struggled. Let's see what we get here. Hauk will look over at second. Kick and fire. Swung on. Fly ball. Center field. It's going to go over the head of the center fielder. Get all the way to the wall, the 375 mark. And it is going to score a run. And already it is 1-0 Green River. Someone hates their pin.
Your pen. Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those little flappers.
Oh, okay. I heard that in game one, and I wasn't going to say anything.
Now at 29, Eldridge.
So Eldridge, the pitcher in this game, will stand in with a 1-0 lead. First pitch is high for ball one. Beautiful day this afternoon. My computer says it's 68 degrees outside. Yep, it's a straight up lie.
Liar.
And it says it's cloudy too, so if you want to double lie, that's what would be the way to do it. Pitch is going to be inside for ball one,
Just know you're
or ball
in
two.
Wyoming.
Huh?
Just know you're in Wyoming.
Yeah, just wait. Wind is blowing, it looks left to, or right to left, and a little bit going into the infield. That ball is going to be a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. 2-1 the count, one out. And Hauk will set, kick and fire. Swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch, 2-2. The field looks in pretty good condition, very pristine condition. So big shout out to the fielding crew to make it look good. Two balls, two strikes, one out. And it is 1-0 Green River here early on in the top of the first inning of game number 2.
We really need a new sprinkler system. 25 grand though.
Set.
28.
Look over to second. Kick and fire. That's outside. 2-2.
Yeah. Let me just write a check before I'm taking out the account.
The Raiders again will be at Green River. The C team, if I remember correctly, will be here on Saturday as they take on Cody. Pitch is going to be swung on. It's going to get hit up the middle, and they're going to wave home the runner at third. Throw into throw into the infield is not in time. It is now 2-0 in favor of Green River, and Hauk is struggling a little bit. He's giving up hits, but the hits are to nobody. So the defense is unable to really get anything going here. So Smith will stand in now with a runner at first. And I smell nachos.
Well, he didn't get nachos.
I smell something.
Chips and sloppy joes.
Oh, that's nachos-ish.
Do you want a bun? No. It's really good with chips.
Pitch on the way by Hunter Hauk is a strike on the outside corner.
Thanks for the leftovers.
I got buns. That was funny.
Whatever that is, that smells good. I'm all for that.
I should chew all of it. You're like,
Pitch on the way, swung and a miss. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So now Hauk with 1 out.
Kelly, that's good.
Looks at an 0-2 count. Runner on first. As Smith will set. He'll kick and fire. Swung on. That is foul. So we stay at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It is 2-0 Green River early. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit to third base, throw over to second in time for 1, and that is all they're going to get. And so Smith will reach first on the fielder's choice, and that'll bring up number 10.
Next up, number 10, Liebelt.
Liebelt. It's kind of weird not having papers or a book. Feel very anxious. No balls, no strikes. Throw over to first is not in time. Just trying to run him back into first, make sure Smith doesn't go anywhere. Travis Gupton with you here in the second game of our doubleheader against Green River. Hauk will set, kick and fire, swung on. That's going to get up the gap, and it is going to be another single, and it will be Liebelt who reaches first.
Next up, number 2, Lale.
And so it is Smith at second, Liebelt at first.
Is this a recipe or a seasoning pack?
recipe.
Is it really? It's good. It's so good.
I know.
Pitch on the way, swung on. It's going to get popped up and go off the net. So Lale is at the plate. He's looking at a 0-1 count. There's 2 outs in the inning. Liebelt is at first. Smith is at second.
No, it's delicious though.
Hauk is looking at pitch number 23 on the way.
Deep tomato flavor.
And pitch on the way by Hauk, swung on. That's going to get popped up. Hauk's going to go back and catch it, and that is the end of the inning. But the Green River Knights score 2. It is 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the bottom of the first. Green River leads 1-0. It'll be Beaver, Anderson, and Hutchison as we start the bottom of the first inning.
Now batting number 2, Joel Beaver.
Last game. High five. That's exciting. Yeah.
Beaver will stand in, and it will be the first pitch on the way in the bottom of the first by Eldridge. Swung on and fouled off to the right side. Strike one. Got to give a shout out to the Masons and for the entire Riverton Raiders organization for allowing us to be here and for giving me the best Snickers I've ever had because it was cold.
Oh, you had a cold Snickers?
Yeah, I had a cold Snickers. That's all I needed in life. It is hot, ladies and gentlemen. 1 ball, 1 strike, pitch on the way, swung on. It is going to be hit to the third baseman, and it'll be an out as the nice throw over to first. And it was from Smith to Lee for out number 1.
Now batting number 21, Jory Anderson.
So Jory Anderson will stand in. He had 3 doubles in the last game, which was absolutely crazy. And so Eldridge will set and kick and fire. That's swung on. That's going to be hit towards center field. It's going to go over the head of the center fielder. It's going to go and hit off the wall. And look at this. He's like, enough of this double stuff. Let's go for the triple, and he's got it. So Jory Anderson said, let me show you what a triple looks like after hitting 3 doubles in game number 1. He hits 3 triples in this game, I'm going to lose my mind. And so California Love himself, Nathan Hutchison, stands in. And pitch on the way is outside for ball 1. That was a bomb by Jory Anderson. He has really found his offense today. Pitch on the way. It's going to hit, I think. That's going to walk in a run, and it is 2-1 now. I thought that hit Hutchison, but it's going to be a ball. And so a 1-0 count here with 1 out. And the Raiders have come back to cut the lead in half, 2-1. Pitch on the way by Eldridge. Swung on, fly ball right field, foul. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Eldridge will set, kick, fire. Swung on. Fly ball is going to go lackadaisically into the midfield, and it will be caught by the second baseman for out number 2. It was nicely done by Molina to get under it. He took about 5-6 steps to his right, or actually to his left, and got a hold of it. And so that will bring up Hunter Houck. Pitch on the way. Swung on, and it will be foul. Eldridge has an interesting delivery if you look at his feet and when he delivers. And I'm interested to see if anybody can explain if this would be considered a balk or not. Just watch his feet. Eldridge sets, kicks and fires. Swung on, fly ball, right field. This should be caught by the right fielder. It is, and that is the end of the inning. So it is a 2-1 Green River lead as we go to the top of the second here on WyoToday's YouTube.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the second inning. 2-1 is the Knights' lead. It will be Lee, Clark, and Molina here for the Knights, at least according to Game Changer, which I'm going with.
That is correct.
Okay. This was, again, a late game, or late ad by the Raiders. They wanted to at least get one more home game in for this A team before they go to districts, and makes sense if you're going to play these guys in 2 days at their place. And from what I was told, this was a reschedule from a few weeks ago.
First up from Green River, number 0, Lee.
So Lee will stand in as we are in the top of the second inning. Houck's first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Wind is blowing directly away from us. That hits him right in the head. Ow. That feels good. And so that's going to be a hit by pitch for Lee, as that hit him, I think, in the nose. And if you know anything about getting hit in the nose, your eyes are going to start watering. That could really mess with you a little bit. And now they're going to have a conversation, and they're going to look for the teeth, make sure his teeth are there. And he will go to first, and to a round of applause by the crowd. That was luckily not a fastball, but it didn't have a lot of movement.
Next up is number 5, Clark.
So that'll bring up Clark, and he is the first left-handed hitter we've seen all day. Pitch on the way. He was looking to bunt, and it will be a ball on the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. 2-1 is the Knights' lead after falling 21-6 in Game 1. On the way, swing and a miss. Strike one, nice pitch. It's funny, Scott Mason didn't get here until right in the middle of the second game. We had no way to play the national anthem, so I ended up singing it. And 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Scott, don't be late again.
I got a real job, you know.
Well, so technically, yeah.
A job that pays the bills.
2 balls, 1 strike, pitch on the way, swung on, and it's going to be foul off to the left side. 2-2. That ball's gone as it goes over the street, and so if anybody over at the play area is listening to in, if you could just bring us the ball back.
If you get that one, you might get 2 pieces of gum.
Or 3, or a hamburger. Who cares? Just bring it back. Little League Championship is going on in Riverton as well. And when the sun sets, there should be some fireworks going off here in Riverton. My dogs, like I said in game 1, are not going to be happy about that. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And nicely done by Hunter Houck. Bo Anderson behind the plate.
Now up number 13, Molina.
And that'll bring up Molina. Throw over to first is not in time. Looking at some of the scores from around Major League Baseball, the Astros defeat the Yankees 2-1. Phillies come back and defeat the Braves 14-4. And the Guardians defeat the Twins by a final of 5-3. That pitch is swung on, hit straight up, and it's caught by Hunter Houck. And he was not the closest one to do that. He just had the best ankle. And so that'll bring Paoli up to the plate.
Now up from Green River, number 18, Paoli.
Lee is still at first with 2 outs now. Houck looking at pitch number 32 on the way. That is outside for ball 1. Other MLB scores going on right now. The Cubs are beating the Reds by a score of 7-0. That's in the top of the 4th. Blue Jays lead the Rays 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th as that pitch is going to get thrown over to first, not in time. And the Pirates are leading the Brewers 7-4 in the top of the 8th. In WNBA action, in overtime, it's 88-81 as the Dream are over the Liberty in the WNBA Commissioner's Cup. That pitch is going to be called strike, so now 1-1 to Paoli. If you've not watched ever watched any WNBA, go watch some of it. It is so much fun to watch. Swing and a miss. Houck now with a 1-2 count. That ball is going to be fouled off to the right side. And now it'll stay 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Paoli will stand in. Houck will set and deliver. That is high, just high, 2-2. So now Deuce is wild. So some games coming up. My Oakland Athletics are going to be in action as they take on the Mariners this afternoon. That pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman. He trips and falls. Throw over. He got him! He got him! What a play! Oh, my goodness, what a play! Jory Anderson fell, threw it over as he was falling, and a sliding catch and toe on the bag for out number 3. It's 2-1. We'll be right back.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
ESPN, if you're listening in, I've got your play of the day from an absolute fantastic throw from Jory Anderson from third all the way to first on Derek DeVries. DeVries had to split, full-on split to grab a hold of it. The crow's nest went absolutely bananas over to my right. And DeVries, now riding the momentum of that play, is going to stand in as we go to the bottom of the second inning. The crow's nest has already said DeVries is the MVP of this game just by that throw and catch. Pitch swung on and hit off to the right side. Foul. Towards my car. It hit something. Eldridge will set, kick, fire. That's high. Eldridge will set, kick, and fire again. That'll plunk DeVries. And DeVries wore that one, and he will go to first. So that'll bring up No Seep.
Now batting number 4, No
No Seep stands in. Eldridge is doing pretty much what DeVries did in the first game. He's only got 14, 15 pitches. Throw over to first is not in time. DeVries is at first. Eldridge with pitch 14 on the way is low, and it will allow DeVries to move to second. And again, look at Eldridge has a really interesting pitch. He takes 2 steps before he kicks and fires. Now he's not, as he's going to work from the stretch. On the way, kick and fire. That is going to plunk him.
Watch your cheek.
And so 2 plunks by Eldridge, and now they're going to have a conversation. They're asking if he leaned into it. Conversation between the 2 umpires. This is a longer conversation than I thought it was going to be. Oh, they're going to call him back. And now Wally's going to come out and have a conversation. Wally is going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire now, and Wally is not happy with it. Wally is very not happy with it. Wally is not going to have – he's having a strong conversation now. And he's not going to agree with it if he's going to walk back to the dugout. And so it's going to be I think a 1-1 count. 1-1 the count. Here we go. Yeah, that was a really long conversation between the two umpires. And that is a strike, so now 1-2. So from going to base runners on first and second, now runner is at second with nobody out, and a 1-2 count to no seat. On the way, swung, fly ball, left field. This one can get down. It does. It's going to take a bounce, and it's going to score a run. It's now 2-2. And it is going to be a stand-up double for Carter Noseep.
Now batting number 17, Branson Saltzgaber.
And so Saltzgaber now, who did not play in game one, will stand in. And it'll be a runner on second again, so they pretty much just traded places. And still no one out here in the bottom of the second inning. That almost hit Saltzgaber. I think someone in the dugout said, "Wear that." Yeah. Pitch on the way. That's going to go off the glove, and it will move Noseep to third. 2-2 the score. It's his fault. Beautiful day here at Riverton. As across the way is, I think, a soccer field. Don't know if that's the CWC soccer field or not. Pitch on the way, swing, and a miss. Strike one. Saltzgaber looking at a 2-1 count now. It is a 2-2 game as we are in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch on the way, that's a swing and a miss, and same place, same result, 2-2. Noseep is at third. Saltzgaber looking at a 2-2 count. Same spot on the way. They got him. And they will tag him, and that'll be out number one. And so that'll bring up Bo Anderson.
Now batting number 19, Bo Anderson.
Anderson takes a couple practice swings, stands in. Runner still at third in Noseep. The pitch on the way, that is a strike on the outside corner. And so now Eldridge has started to find his strike zone a little bit here. He'll take those 2 steps, pitch and fire, swung on, and it is going to go straight back. 0-2 quickly to Bo Anderson. Pitch on the way. Swung on, hit to third. Strike to third, throw over to first in time for the second out. And it will give the Raiders the 3-2 lead. And that'll be Christopher Reddick who steps in. That ball is going to be hit up through the gap on the right side, and it will be a single for Christopher Rennig. And so we go back to the top of the order for Joel Beaver. Beaver will stand in, adjust the helmet a little bit as the sun is pretty much right in his face. Throw over to first. Not in time. Pitch on the way. It's going to be called a strike. Throw to second is to nobody. And Bo Anderson steals second. Or Christopher Renning steals second.
Oh, God. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Again, not having a book, difficult. That's 101 for you. Pitch on the way. That's a strike, 0-2. Beaver looking at a 0-2 count. He is 0 for 1 today in this game. He was not 0 for at all in the game before. That is low and outside, 1-2. Eldridge looks over at second and kicks and fires. 3-2 the lead, and outside, nicely held up there by Joel. And so now it is a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-2 is the Raiders' lead now. That is high and outside, 3-2. Eldridge looks over at second. No one covering as of right now. And now he'll kick and fire. That'll be swung on and fouled straight back. And it is still 3-2. Again, the Raiders are on their way to district. That is July 18th through the 20th in Green River. Before they get there, they have one more stop that I know of against Green River on Saturday. That is a high ball 4. And so now runners at first and second as Beaver battles back. Oh, so they have the so they have a Douglas tournament as well, which is going to be their final stop before they get to district, I think. Yes. Thank you. But this is the final home game for the A team this season. That part I know. Pitch on the way is inside for ball 1. 3-2 Raiders lead as they have scored 2 in this bottom of the second inning. Eldridge will swing, will deliver inside, and Jory Anderson will see 2 balls and no strikes. The way Jory Anderson has been swinging the bat today, I don't feel like they're going to get anywhere near Jory Anderson's swinging position, and he'll call time. He's not going to get given time, and he'll swing. That'll be hit towards right field. He called time. Ball's going to go past. He's going to go for second. Now he's going to turn around. Now he's going to turn right back around, and he'll hold on for a single. So he's hit for a single. He's hit for a triple. He's technically hit for a double today, even though it doesn't count. He's a home run away from an untraditional cycle, I guess. And so Nathan Hutchison will stand in with runners at the corners. Pitch on the way, swung on, and foul off to the left side. Pitch on the way is in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. It is now 4-2 in favor of the Raiders. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner, 1-2, and a that pitch is going to be swung on, hit to left field, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to score 2 runs, and it will be an 2-run RBI double for Hutchison. It is now 6-2 it is 6-2. I saw it switched. 6-2 in favor of the Raiders. And this is kind of how the first game started. The Raiders are jumping out early. It was a 2-2 game as we started the inning. Actually, it was a 2-1 game when we started the bottom of the inning.
That's right, Travis.
Pitch is going to be swung on and fouled off to the right side. Scott Mason would make a great color commentator. He was just like, "That's right, Travis, back to you."
That's right, Travis, back to you.
He can do it all, folks. He can do PA, walk-ups, color commentary. And a stolen base attempt. That ball's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Throw over to third. Not in time. If you could hear that, that's why I didn't talk, because I was just going to let that one happen. So now Eldridge now with an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit to center field. This one has trouble on it. It does get down. It's a single. It's now 7-2. And there is going to be a conversation on the mound. And let's see what happens here. I don't expect him to pull Eldridge right now, but that's exactly what he's going to do. He is going to have a pitching change, is Green River. So we'll take a commercial break. 7-2 is the Raiders' lead.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Hi. Welcome back, everyone. It is still the bottom of the second inning. It's now 7-2 in favor of the Raiders, as it was a 2-1 game as we entered this second inning. It is Molina now who is going to be at home plate, or at the pitcher's mound. He'll stand in. Eldridge will move over to third. And it'll be DeVries who stands in with a 7-2 lead. And I just realized that me and Scott Mason are literally the same height. That's not good. Pitch on the way, swung on, fly ball left field. The wind might carry this one. This one is lost it. and it's going to end up in the middle of the field on the left side. It's going to be a DeVries RBI double, and it will be an 8-2 lead. The left fielder just completely lost the ball. And so that will bring up Carter Noseep.
Now batting number 4, Carter Noseep.
And that wind is now blowing directly in to us. Pitch on the way, high, ball 1. That one had some velocity as the dust came off the catcher's glove. I can't speak. On the way. Swung on, hit to the pitcher. He will go and take a couple steps over to the first base side, throw it over for out number 3. But the Raiders score 7 in the bottom of the second inning. It's now 8-2 Raiders. We'll be right back.
New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the third inning. Me and Scott Mason just got done doing the Carlton here up in the Crow's Nest. We're having a lot of fun. It is 8-2, the Raiders lead. And that is number 23, Peterson, to stand in.
Peterson.
It'll be Peterson, Eldridge, and Smith here in the third inning. First pitch. That is just inside for ball 1. Next pitch is high and outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, no outs. Pitch on the way, swung on, fly ball, left field. This one is gone. That one was nasty. That is now an 8-3 game, as that one got out of here in a hurry. And everyone in the building, even though we're not in a building, everyone in the arena knew that that was gone. So now 8-3. To start off the inning here.
Next up, number 29, Eldridge.
And that will bring up the pitcher, Eldridge. And it is now 8-3 for the Raiders. And that is going to be in the dirt for ball 1. You know, with this lead, especially in the last part of the last game, even though it was a 21-6 game, it was a 21-3 game before 2 long balls and now a third long ball. That pitch is inside, and now 2-0. This ball likes to, I believe, was it me and Scott was actually standing in line, and I believe was it who was it? Was it Jory Anderson who said the ball was carrying today? And so 3-0 is the count, and you could see it there. And everything left field, that wind is going to carry.
You know, Travis, it sure was today. I mean, that wind's been blowing out there quite a bit.
I'm not talking to let him do this. That ball is inside, ball 4. So last time I was here, I had it was a little kid. It was Winters. It was the little Winters. So I've got
from the Knights, number 16, Smith.
And so Smith will stand in. So I've gone from little to big in color commentators. And not as much paparazzi for Scott Mason. Sorry. That pitch is going to be off to the side, strike 1. I told Winters after the game, I said, he gets more paparazzi in 20 minutes of airtime than I've gotten in 6 months.
I have a big enough following.
But I did enjoy having Winters on. He was picking on his brother a lot every time he came up to bat.
If you could, please return foul balls to concession stand. Thank you so much.
There is someone over in the Green River dugout, or Green River bullpen, warming up. That's number 23 that's Peterson over there warming up for Green River. That pitch is going to be in the dirt. And now a 1-2 count. Peterson, I don't think pitched last game. Eight 8-3 the score. Pitch on the way. That's outside. And so from a 0-2 count, now it is a 2-2 count. See, when you don't have any actual color commentators, you just pick on everybody in the crow's nest. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, swung on, and foul tipped off. And so we remain at 2-2. So you three are not protected. Don't think I'm not coming for you next. Yes, I like the breeze. Miss Darla almost shut the door, and everyone just lost their mind. That is going to be high, and it is now a full count. So again, from an 0-2 count, Smith is working with a full count now. Eight 8-3 Raiders lead. Nobody out. Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off again. A good battle here. Good battle here for Smith. Full count still. Pitch on the way. That is high. Ball 4. And it is now a first and second. And it is going to bring up Liebelt. I'm sorry. And I think there's going to be a pitching change, or there's going to be a conversation on the mound. They haven't handed the ball over yet. There was no one over warming up on the right side. I think there's only one bullpen here, isn't there? No, there's 2. So I don't see anybody over warming up on the Riverton side, but it's going to be a quick conversation with Houck, and the runners will go back to first and second. And it is a 8-3 Raiders lead.
Now up from Green River, number 10, Liebelt.
Liebelt has a really good position here to make this an interesting game again with an 8-3 lead. And the first swing he takes is going to not get through. It's going to get thrown into third, so bases are loaded, but again, if it would have gotten through, that would have scored a run. And so that'll bring up Lale. That was a nice play by the shortstop, Nathan Hutchison. And
now up for Green River, the catcher, number 2, Lale.
Hunter Houck allowing Scott Mason to introduce Lale. Totally did that. Pitch on the way. That is just off. 1-0. Looking at the Raiders' schedule, they have at Green River, as that is a swing and a miss. The C team is going to be here on Saturday against Cody. That first pitch is at 12 and at 2. And then on the 5th, why you didn't put it on the 4th, I'll never know, is going to be the C team versus Lovell. That ball's going to get hit back up the middle. He's going to throw over to second. That's one. Throw over to first. He got him. Hauk bobbled the ball, still had enough time to go to second and then go over to first. It is 8-4, however, and a nice double play. Runner is at third for Lee. That was a nicely done double play.
Green River, the first baseman, number 0, Lee.
Lee will stand in, pitch on the way. Strike one on the outside corner.
Did he throw it to Joel or Nate? Do you remember?
He threw it to Nate.
Pitch on the way is going to be outside, 1-1. People were asking me questions. I got this. I totally got y'all. 8-4 is the lead for the Raiders. Pitch is swung on. Fly ball, right field. It's going to be fair. It's going to score a run. Throw to second is not in time. And it is now 8-5, and the game has gotten interesting again. And so that will
left field, number 5, Clark.
That'll bring up Clark with an 8-5 Raiders lead. Green River is battling here in game number 2. Pitch on the way. That's high. Ball 1. Hauk is looking at roughly pitch number 57 on the way. And that's a nice pitch. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Right here in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It is an 8-5 Raiders lead. We have 7 coming up. Pitch on the way is swung on and foul. It's going to be a 7-inning game. The last home game of the season. Not seasoning. Season. That ball is going to get hit to Hunter Hauk. He will go over, below ball, and it will be caught for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. 8-5 Raiders lead.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Saltzgaber up to bat. First pitch is swung on right back to Molina. He'll take 2 steps off the mound, throw over to first, out number 1 quickly.
Now batting number 19, Bo Anderson.
So that'll bring up Bo Anderson here. Anderson takes a couple practice swings off to the left side and will stand in. Pitch on the way. That's nasty, but it's going to be missed as it is ball 1. Home plate umpire's right knee is right at the middle of the plate, if you can see from where we're sitting. That pitch is swung on. It is going to get up through the gap, and it will be a single for Saltzgaber. Anderson.
Now batting number 8, Christopher.
That'll bring up Christopher Renning. Again, no book. You get so used to doing it now, just kind of not used to not having it with me. Pitch is going to be off the end of the leg and now go over to the right. It's going to be a stolen base for Anderson. And Christopher Renning now looking at a 1-0 count. Again, coming up, I guess soon, whenever it gets dark, there's going to be fireworks here. Not here, but that pitch is going to be swung on. Hit to center field. It is caught by the center fielder, and he will move to third, will Bo Anderson, and so with 2 outs, it will be a runner at third. But again, the Little League Championships are happening right where near the Riverton Museum, going to our left. Going to the east, is that where? Okay, so over to the east, and they're going to have fireworks whenever it gets dark. Pitch on the way is in the dirt. Scott Mason's in trouble now as
batting number 2,
Joel Beaver didn't get his walk-up music when he first stepped in because he was talking to me. That's my fault.
Travis, you're absolutely right.
You're quite the distraction.
Pitch on the way. Swung on. It's going to get hit to the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time. And it will be the 3rd out of the inning. So we will quickly go to the top of the 4th. It's still 8-5 Raiders.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Much better game than the last one when the Raiders won 21-6. It is 8-5 here in the top of the fourth inning, and it is going to be Molina, Paoli, and Peterson for the Knights. We got a little bit of a who's crowd here this afternoon, or this early evening, late evening. It's 8 o'clock. I don't know what it is anymore. Still throws me off that it's 8 o'clock and it's sunny. Molina will step in.
First up from Green River, number 13, Molina.
And it will be Hunter Houck still on the mound. Pitch on the way. He will bunt, and they're going to call it foul. I saw Olivia Bradley here. Yeah, right there from Riverton Soccer. And I just noticed everyone just turned around, and I recognized half of you from the Riverton Soccer squad. Nice to have them here. That pitch is going to be hit up the middle and up to the left side. It is going to be a single. And Olivia Bradley is all kinds of, like, embarrassed now.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Next up, number 18, Paoli.
Paoli will stand in. And that's a swing and a miss for strike number one. I know that I saw Cyril Stauffenberg here. He's over to our right. His wife's here. Anybody else we recognize? Just to embarrass everybody here. Pitch on the way is going to be nicely done, 0-2. You know, Riverton Soccer women's side made it to the state tournament, and I think they made it to the semis before falling to Lander. Pitch on the way, swung on. Fly ball is going to go into the infield, and it is caught, and it is out number one as Molina quickly gets back into first base. That was a lot of fun going to Cheyenne and calling that state tournament for Riverton and for Lander. And it ended up in the second game of the tournament. It was Lander versus Riverton guys, Lander versus Riverton girls. And there's going to be another moment of pause here as Houck is going to tie his shoes. And as my granddad would always say, that's why you tie a double knot. Wind is picked up a little bit. You can see the dust and dirt starting to blow around. Pitch on the way is a strike to Peterson. Peterson has a home run in this game. It is 8-5 as Peterson will set, look, and fire. And it is going to be foul. And luckily, Jury Anderson did not touch that. Oh, 2 the count to Peterson. And again, like I said, I like to have a little bit of fun, so who doesn't, you know?
Yep, you're in the right crowd.
They're going to have a conversation. Is the catcher, which is Bo Anderson, and I believe that was Coach Baker, right?
This is a fun crowd, by the way.
If you didn't hear that, Scott says this is the fun crowd. Just so y'all know. Lights have turned on here as we are entering the early evening. That ball is going to get smoked back up the middle, and it is going to allow Molina to turn second and go for third, and now runners at the corners with one out. And so that'll bring up number 29.
Now up number 29, Eldridge.
That is Eldridge, the pitcher. This Green River squad can put bat on ball, obviously, especially in the last game, even though it was a 21-6 win for the Raiders. In that last inning, they went yard, I think, 3 times in that final inning. First pitch is outside for ball number 1. And this is a good move by Bo Anderson to take a step out, give some signals, and he'll step out again, and he'll wave off the other signals and give the signals again. So we just saw baseball's version of an audible. Houck will set up in a different spot than he was a minute ago, and now kick and fire. That ball is going to be hit. It is going to go to left field. It is caught by the left fielder. He'll throw it in. Jory Anderson will not have a play at home. It's 8-6. The dust from the parking lot is blowing into the outfield right now, and so the right fielder, Saltzgaver, is having to get the dirt out of his eyes.
Now up number 16, Smith.
Smith will stand in now with 2 outs in an 8-6 game. That pitch is high and inside, 1-0. That wind is picking up really well, and the infield is now blowing around. That pitch is going to be high, 2-0. Saltzgaver is looking kind of diagonal away from White, right inside the infield. Pitch on the way, swung on, and it fooled one of the shortstop, and it will put runners on the corners again, and 2 outs. It is an 8-6 lead. So now Houck having a little bit of trouble here in this 4th inning. See a Lindor Chicago Cubs jersey outside. That's cool. Pitch is going to be in the dirt, and he lost it. And so the runner at second, or runner Smith, is going to go to second, and now runners at second and at third with 2 outs. So let's see, Houck needs to get out of this inning if he can. Again, the lights have turned on here at Roy Peck Field. That is just low and outside for 2-0. It has definitely cooled off since first pitch of game 1. Pitch on the way is inside, almost hit Liebelt. Houck sets, kicks and fires. That's going to be high, ball 4, bases loaded. And so that will bring up the catcher in this game, Lale, who had his equipment on partially, takes it off, throws everything towards the dugout, and Coach Wally is coming out and having a conversation. I don't think this is going to be just a conversation, as they are probably going to have a pitching change here in an 8-6 game. So Jory Anderson's going to come in and pitch. We're going to take a commercial break as Jory Anderson will warm up. It is 8-6 Raiders.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
First pitch to Lale is a strike, as Scott Mason just gave everybody a heart attack here at Roy Peck Field. Pitch on the way. That's going to be high and inside, 1-1. So Scott has now been relieved of his PA duties, and I will be taking over for the rest of the evening. Pitch on the way is a strike, 1-2. It is 8-6 in favor of the Raiders. That pitch is going to be popped up. It is going to be called off, and Jory Anderson will catch it for out number 3. So Jory Anderson comes in and gets the job done. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 8-6 Raiders.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Number 21, Jory.
And Jory Anderson is going to be standing in. The sun is going to be right in his eyes. Pitch on the way is a strike on the outside corner. So Jory Anderson in the both games has got 3 doubles, a triple, a single, and now he needs a home run. That might do it. It's going to be hit towards right field. Foul.
He got in all those goat heads over there. Poor guy.
That hurts. There's some crowd over on the right field side in the bleachers. I didn't even know people could sit over there, to be honest with you, because that's still technically on the field.
Well.
That pitch is swung on and missed, and that is the first strikeout of the day on Jory Anderson.
Now batting number 14, Nathan Hutchison.
And so Nathan Hutchison will stand in with a little shout out to Tupac. Hutchison will stand in. Pitch on the way by Molina is swung on. It hits right back up the middle. It's going to get through for a single.
Yeah, he had me change it.
Now batting number 25, Hunter.
I forgot what it was. It was a rap song.
Pitch on the way is going to be a called strike. Throw into second is not in time. He's thinking about it, still thinking about it, and he's not going to go anywhere.
Didn't seem like that probably would have hurt him too bad, but almost a chance for
a 1 count with 1 out now for Nathan Hutchison in an 8-6 game in the 4th. Pitch on the way. That is going to get through the legs, and it's going to allow Hutchison to get up to third. He's going to turn third and thought about going home, but Hauk will look at a 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch on the way. High, ball 2. Molina will set, kick and fire. That is ball 3. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Fly ball left field. Hauk's got a lot of that one. It's gone. That one's gone. Hunter Hauk with a 2-run slam. Give me 10-6 in favor of the Raiders. That was a beautiful shot, and that one carried and carried until it was gone. So the balls are just leaving the yard all day long.
Now batting number 1, Derek DeVries.
And that'll bring up Derek DeVries, who also has a home run today. Scott's paranoid now. Pitch on the way is low and inside, ball 1. Molina will set and kick and fire. That's going to be outside. And now 2-0. 10-6 the lead, swung on, and it's going to get through, and it will be a single for Derek DeVries.
Now batting number 4, Carter.
So Carter Noseep is going to stand in now. Noseep stands in. And the first pitch to Noseep on the way. Stolen base attempt as the ball's going to get in the dirt, and it will be a stolen base for Derek DeVries. Pitch on the way is a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Pitch on the way, swung on, fly ball right field. This one is caught, and it will hold DeVries where he's at. So now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Number 17,
and so that'll bring up Branson Saltzgaver. Molina is not really high in his pitch count. He's looking at pitch number 26 coming down the pipe. That is outside, ball one. Want to know the count. On the way. Swung on. Fly ball. This is going to get popped up to the left side of the foul territory and caught for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 5th. We still got a good game going. It's 10-6. Raiders.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back, everyone. Jory Anderson's first pitch to Lee is in there for strike one.
Up to bat, 0, Lee.
Just that's what Game Changer says, Scott. Pitch on the way. That's strike two on the outside corner. Jory Anderson rocking and rolling a little bit here early in this top of the 5th. That breeze feels lovely. Swung on. It is going to be hit to Jory Anderson. Anderson will bare hand throw to first, out number 1. Anderson, or Jory Anderson, Anderson, will have a conversation with Bo Anderson.
Next up from the Knights, left fielder, number 5, Clark.
Jory Anderson doing a really good job here. Only 6 pitches in. Actually now 7 pitches in. 8 pitches on the way. That is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. An Anderson to Anderson connection on the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. 10-6, Raiders lead. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Jory Anderson has found his groove.
Next up, number 13, Molina.
That'll bring up Molina. Pitch on the way in the dirt for ball 1. Molina looks at the next pitch. That is fouled off, and now a 1-1 count. Molina is 2 for 3 in this game. Pitch on the way by Jory Anderson. Strike number 2. So we're getting close to that. A firework display from the Little League Championships. They got their games going on. Pitch on the way is swung on and missed. Actually, it's going to be foul tipped, 1-2. We have a lot of fun up in the Crow's Nest. I hope you're having a lot of fun listening in. That pitch is going to be hit to the shortstop, Hutchison. He'll throw over to first, and that is going to quickly end at the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still 10-6, Raiders lead.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Molina is out for his next inning of work, and he is still warming up. It is a 10-6 Raiders lead as we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 more innings to go. Actually, 2.5 more innings to go in the home season for the Raiders. And again, Travis Gupton with you at WyoToday Media. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. We've got the new head coach for the Riverton High School Wrestling is going to be in. Is it Bobby Tolman, I believe his name is? And I'll get to interview him. So be looking at WyoToday.com for a story tomorrow on Bobby Tolman, the new wrestling head coach for the Riverton Wolverines. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That is a strike 1 to Bo Anderson. One of the things I love about being in a crow's nest is this pitch is going to be inside 1-1, is you can hear people cheering and giving words of encouragement from up here, from on the field. So it's funny because I pick them up too. So like you can tell whose mom is whose. Pitch on the way is swung on, fly ball, center field. This one is going to be caught by the center fielder, Liebelt, for out number 1. Like when in this game, we saw that really awesome play, or was it last game, where Jory Anderson fell and threw it to Derek DeVries at first. The entire crow's nest went nuts. Pitch on the way is going to be high for ball 1. Next pitch is inside. Almost hit. Trying to see who that is. That's number 2. Who is number 2 for us?
Beaver.
Joel Beaver. That pitch is going to be swung on and hit up to the right side. And it will be a single. And so with a 10-6 lead, Raiders have something going here. So Joel Beaver will stand in. So that was Christopher Rennick who just hit. So Scott Mason is now 0 for 1 in telling me who's on at the plate.
Joel Beaver.
Pitch on the way is going to be high. It almost hit Molina right in the face. Molina lost his hat and probably saw a lot flash before his eyes.
Yeah, I would imagine. I would have too.
And so the umpire will do the one thing that all umpires enjoy doing on a summer afternoon, that is dust off the home plate base. And it is a 1-0 count. And pitch on the way. It's swung on. It's going to be hit to the shortstop. It's going to take a high bounce. And it is going to be a single. And it's going to score a run. Play at second. Not in time. And so Joel Beaver will reach second. I would almost give that a single and an error.
Now batting number 21, Jory Anderson.
Because if that bounce would have been fielded, he would have never made it. 11-6 is the lead for the Raiders. Pitch is going to be inside for ball one.
That was a ball.
And they're going to call a time for Jory Anderson. So now I've got all the people to my right scrambling to figure out if I was actually right or not. Pitch on the way, swung on. It is going to be hit and caught by the shortstop, but he's going to have no play. But a nicely done job there by the shortstop, Peterson, to get that ball down, or this would have been a 12-6 game. But you go to a really powerful hitter in Nathan Hutchison with runners on the corners. On the way, swung on. It is going to get popped up to the center field. It's going to be a sliding drop. And it's going to get through. Play at third, not in time. Play at second, not in time. It's 12-6. That's an error. Yeah. Center fielder. Yeah, it's got to be an error on the center fielder. He could have got that for the out. So now it is a 12-6 game in favor of the Raiders. They are now starting to put things together here. They have scored in every inning except one. That pitch is actually going to be half-heartedly swung on and fouled off to the right side for strike one.
The Raiders lead 12-6 here still in this ball game.
12-6, 0-1 count on the way. Is in the dirt and nicely done to be held off. And so 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. And the pitch on the way, swung on and missed. That one was a hard cut, 1-2. Hunter Houck was looking for his second home run of the day. He will now stand in. Pitch on the way. That is outside, 2-2. It is a 12-6 Raiders lead as there's time called, and they are going to allow the catcher to go have a conversation with the pitcher here. And that was a quick conversation. The umpire told the catcher to go talk to the pitcher. So that was interesting to see what that conversation was all about from Lael and Molina. And pitch on the way is outside, so now a full count for Hunter Houck. Runners on second and third in Hutchison and Jory Anderson. Pitch on the way by Molina, on the way, swung on. It is fair. It'll be a score, and the play at first is not in time. He's going to turn to go to second as it goes all the way to the pole. It'll score another run, and 14-6 now, the lead. And now there's going to be a conversation on the mound with a 14-6 lead for the Raiders, and there's going to be a pitching change. So we'll take a commercial break as they do the change. Raiders lead 14-6.
And I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
DeVries will swing and miss at the first pitch. And it is an 0-1 count. We had a really good debate up here on that one of the plays earlier in the inning. I lost. Pitch is swung on and missed, 0-2. I mean, I'll tell you right now, the rookie, don't listen to me when it comes to scoring a book. Give me 10 years, then you can ask me. 14-6, Raiders lead. Pitch on the way is held off, and 1-2. Pitch on the way, swung on, and it's going to get stuck up there. So if anybody's got a basketball, a football, or can climb really, really well, we need you.
Hey, Evan. I'm just kidding. You want to earn $10?
That ball's going to go off the end of the glove. He's going to slide in, and Houck will reach third. DeVries looks at a 2-2 count now. I want to know how they get this down after this game. Someone's going to have to hit a foul ball right towards that. 2-2 the count. That is in the dirt, 3-2. It has turned into a gorgeous night here in Riverton after first pitch of the first game was about 85 degrees. That is strike 3, and that is out number 2. And the catcher, Lale, thought that was out number 3.
Now batting number 4.
And so that'll bring up Carter No-Seep. And it is going to be runners at third in Hunter Houck and 2 outs here. First pitch is swung on. It is going to go and get caught by the first baseman, Lee. And so we will go to the top of the 6th inning. It is 14-6 Raiders.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back, everyone. We are in the top of the 6th inning. A gorgeous night here in Riverton, as fireworks should be starting anytime soon here from the Little League field. It is a 14-6 Raiders lead. It'll be Paoli, Peterson, and Eldridge coming up to bat here. Paoli is 0 for 3. Peterson, however, is 3 for 3. And it will be Paoli who stands in. Still a in-range game here.
Number 18, Paoli.
Paoli will stand in. Pitch on the way is going to be outside, ball 1. And that hurt the hand of the catcher there. Jory was going to send that one in quickly. Pitch on the way is low, ball 2. Bo Anderson was the one who had issues there on that last pitch. And let's see what happens with a 14-6 lead. Anderson is inside, 3-0. So from wheeling and dealing in the last inning, Jory Anderson having a hard time right now. And will the owner of the white, I'm just kidding. Pitch is going to be ball 4. I see lights on, and I don't think they're bright enough to cause any issue.
No, that's Willie out there.
And so that'll bring up
Next up, number 23,
Peterson.
Peterson.
Peterson is 3 for 3 today. And the pitch is on the way. It's a breaking ball that doesn't break. High ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Throw over to first. Not in time. It is a 14-6 lead for the Raiders as we're in the top of the 6th. That pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Throw to first again. Not in time. It is a 1 ball, 1 strike, no out count. Pitch on the way, swung on, fly ball, left field. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's gone. That is a 14-8 lead now for the Raiders. And Green River has hit long bombs, lots of them. That is, I think, the 5th or 6th home run they've had today, if you combine both games. And the umpire will dust off home plate. 14-8 as we are late here. And so
Green River, number 29, Eldridge.
It'll bring up Eldridge as this game is still far from being over. Jory Anderson will give that one strike one. Lights are on full blast here at Roy Peck Field. That pitch is inside. Oh, it is a 1-1 count now. Again, Travis Gupton with you. So glad that you are joining us here this afternoon/evening. Jory Anderson kicks, fires, and it is outside 2-1. On the way, he's trying to get that outside corner, not getting it. Now 3-1 to Eldridge. It is 14-8. Raiders still lead here in the 6th inning. On the way, swung on and foul. Ball gets pulled back in. And he's going to throw that in to the catcher and ask for a new baseball. It is a 14-8 lead, 3-2 count, nobody out. As even more lights turn on. Anderson sets, kicks, and fires. That's strike 3. Jory Anderson gets a new baseball, and that's all he needed. 1 out. That will bring up Smith. Smith will stand in.
Now up number 16, Smith.
Jory Anderson kicks, fires, and a foul tip. Strike 1. Anderson sets, kicks and fires. And the kick, fire, it is outside, now 3-1. 2-1. Pitch on the way is going to be hit foul and caught by the third base coach of Green River. So now a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It is 14-8. Riverton lead. That is high and outside, 3-2. It looks weird coming out of his hand. Next pitch, swung on, hit shortly to the third base side. Throw over to first, got him! And that is the second out of the inning. And it will bring up, trying to see who that is. That's number 10. That's Liebelt. It is a 14-8 lead for the Raiders here as we are in the top of the 6th inning. And that is going to go off the, I think, the catcher, so they're going to call ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. It is a 14-8 Riverton lead. On the way, it is high, 2-0. And that is high, 3-0. Raiders, Jory Anderson with 2 outs needs to get Liebelt out here. That's a strike. On the way, swung on. It's fair, and it'll go all the way up to the third base side into the left field. That'll be a single for Liebelt. And Coach Wally is going to come out, and we are going to have a conversation with Jory Anderson. Wally is going to have a conversation with Jory Anderson, and Jory is going to give the ball over to Wally, so we're going to take a commercial break as they're going to have a pitching change. It is 14-8 Riverton.
Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Number 2, Leo.
Leo will stand in as Nathan Hutchison is going to try to get out of this inning with a 14-8 Riverton lead.
Two hot sisters meet two cowboys.
Pitch on the way is in the dirt, and that's going to be an out. He's out. Leo is going to be called out. Yeah, batter interference. That ends the inning. So we're going to go to a commercial break as we go to the top of the 7th inning, or bottom of the 6th inning, I'm sorry. It is 14-8 in favor of the Raiders.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Branson Saltzgaver will stand in. First pitch is going to be swung on and fouled off. 0-1. Saltzgaver is 0 for 3 today. And pitch on the way is going to be 1-1. I did not see the strike call, but it's going to be an 0-2 count. On the way. That is high. Ball 1. So now a 1-2 count for Branson Saltzgaver. Peterson will kick and fire. That's outside. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here for the Raiders. There is a conversation between Green River and the umpire. There was a bench warning there. Two the count. Strike 3, he got him. And so that will bring up Bo Anderson. Green River coach still talking to the umpire. Finally, and now he sits down in the dugout. 1 out here. Peterson will kick, fire, swing, and a miss. Strike 1. Peterson has a completely different windup than the last pitcher in this game, which was Molina. Next pitch on the way is going to be in the dirt. And it is 1-2 the count now. Conversation between Peterson and the catcher, Lale. Quick conversation is now over. And they will come back, and we will look at a 1-2 count with 1 out. And the pitch on the way. Swung on. Fly ball right field. This one is going to be caught by the right fielder, and it is out number 2. So that brings up Christopher Rennig to the plate. Rennig will stand in, and it'll be the 2 outs on the board. That first pitch is low for ball 1. One 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Nice pitch there by Peterson. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs on what has turned into a beautiful night here in Riverton. That ball is fouled off, and now 1-2 to Christopher Renning. On the way. That is a pretty pitch, but it's going to be just outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 14-8 is the Riverton lead here. On the way. That is inside, and now a full count. On the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. So here we go. We go to the top of the 7th inning. The Knights need to tie to keep this one going. It is 14-8, Riverton.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the top of the 7th inning. 3 outs in the for the Knights. First pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman. Throw to first in time, and now they are down to their final 2 outs. That'll bring up Clark, and after Clark will be Molina. That's Welch.
Now it's number 9, Welch.
That ball is swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. Hutchison asked for a repeat of the side, and he'll get it. Pitch on the way. That is in the dirt. It is 1-1. That one had velocity on it. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Swung on and fouled off again, so now 1-2. Every foul straight back makes me nervous. 1-2 on the way. That's strike 3, and the Knights are down to their final strike, or final out.
What's up, Parker?
And so it will be Molina now with 2 outs. It is a 14-8 lead for the Raiders. It is gotten dark here at the ballpark. Pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. Wind is blowing, kind of whirling around as that pitch is swung on. Fly ball to center is going to get down as he didn't get a read on it, did the center fielder Christopher Rennig. And so it will bring up Paoli now. Paoli will stand in.
Next up, number 18, Paoli.
And a runner at first with 2 outs here. 14-8, Raiders lead, top 7. On the way is high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. It is a 14-8 Raiders lead. Pitch on the way. That is a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. (14-8), 1-1 count. Runner at first is Molina. That is strike number 2, and now the Knights are down to their final strike with a 1-2 count and 2 outs. Hutchison will set. Paoli will stand in. Hutchison sets, kicks, fires. Swing and a miss. They will throw it to first, and that is the game. And they're going to have a conversation as that hit the catcher right in the throat. So it is a win for the Raiders, 14-8. We'll take a commercial break as they look at Anderson. What a win for the Raiders.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back, everyone. The final score is 14-8 in favor of the Raiders. And we're going to take say thank you so much for the Raiders for allowing us to be here. Looking at some of the final numbers, the Raiders 14 runs on 15 hits, 11 RBIs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. It was Jory Anderson who went 3 for 4 in the game. Hutchison also went 3 for 4 in the game. And combined, the Raiders pitching went 7 innings, 13 hits, 8 runs, 8 errors, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And for the Knights, it was 8 runs on 13 hits, 7 RBIs, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Molina, Peterson, and Eldridge pitched in the game 6 innings, 15 hits, 14 runs, 13 errors, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And that is how the Raiders' home season will end. And so we want to say thank you so much for allowing us into your home and allowing us to be a part of this season. I'm Travis Gupton. For all of us at WyoToday Media, thank you so much. We will see you at Districts.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.